Now, Gauteng Cooperative Governance, MEC Lebogang Maile, is expected to visit Tembisa today. That's after volatile and violent service delivery protests in the area, which left 4 people dead. The MEC joins me now to tell us about the planned visit today. MEC, thank you so much for your time and good morning to you. Perhaps take us through your program for today. I understand you'll be making your way to Tembisa.
Morning and thanks for having us. We will be starting at the police station for a briefing with the police, the protesters, the leaders of the protesters, the councillors, and then we will visit some of the places that are damaged, and we will then proceed to convey our condolences to the bereaved families. As you know, there's about 4 people who are reportedly deceased. We would want to convey our condolences. And then we would like to have a word with the community just to give them our word and commitment that we will be working with the municipality. The mayor will be joining us. She committed to join us when I spoke to her on the phone yesterday. So she will be part of the briefings, and hopefully there are concessions that could be made in those meetings. We understand very well that some of the matters will require council, since it's council that voted on the reversal of some of the matters that the community is raising. And those matters are not only affecting the Tembisa community, they affect all the communities of Ekurhuleni. It is for that reason that we will not just visit today, but we will also seek an audience with the mayor and the mayoral committee. But we will also want to have a discussion with all the municipalities in our province, because billing is one of the biggest problems.
Right.
Despite that there's been a load shedding, a lot of people, including myself, have been receiving huge bills, which has to be explained by the municipalities and by ESCOM.
MEC, if I may just jump in there, because I understand that you'll still be engaging with community members, but before that engagement takes place, I mean, what are the concerns from community members and residents, not only in Tembisa, but Ekurhuleni at large? What are the details around why they took to the streets in the manner they did this past couple of days?
Well, some of the concerns include that the municipality has cancelled the indigenous policy. As you know, the previous municipality, council, which was led by the ANC, had an indigenous policy, meaning those who can't afford basic services like water, electricity will get, I think they were giving them 100 megawatt of electricity for free, and thereafter you pay. But they are also complaining that though the previous council was giving to everyone, I think there was no communication or consultation when that was done. But there are also tariff hikes for things like graves when people want to bury. There are tariff hikes for waste. So those are some of the issues that I've got in the briefing I had with officials. But there might be more which we would want to hear the community out and then agree on what is it that has to be done.
Right.
And of course, there's a problem with load shedding, which is not, it can't be attributed to the municipality. We all know it's a national problem.
Yeah.
That's why we've agreed one of the things we would have to do is to meet with Minister Pravin Gordhan, who has committed, I spoke to him yesterday, with all our municipalities. So we would want to hopefully have those meetings next week with Minister Gonand and the mayors,
All right.
and also deal with the tariff hikes and the billing system in our municipalities.
Now, as you're talking, MEC, we're showing visuals of, some of the public infrastructure that's been torched, damaged, infrastructure that community members depend on, rely on. What's the plan with, of course, these damaged buildings, these burned buildings, looted? Also, I know that you'll probably be engaging with business as well that have fallen victim, to the protests, have lost a lot of their inventory and, products and have to halt services, obviously, due to the looting that took place. But what's the plan around the damage in public infrastructure that we've all witnessed?
We must separate genuine community grievances from criminality, because I don't think the overwhelming majority of the community is part of criminal activities that are taking place. This, to me, looks like there are criminal elements who would have hijacked the genuine protest of the communities. And this happens every time there's a community protest. It is for that reason that we always urge communities to be vigilant and make sure that they behave in an orderly manner, befitting of a liberated and democratic people. So we would want to urge all the residents of Tembisa to cooperate with law enforcement agencies. Let's identify, isolate, and ensure that those who have committed these crimes are brought to book and they are arrested, so that it does not happen again, because this is unjustifiable. There is no way of explaining it or justifying it. It's just not on. It's terrible. It's bad. It's regression. It's not going to help solve some of the service delivery issues that the community is advancing.
All right. Well, we'll have to leave it there, but I appreciate you speaking to us ahead of your visit to Tembisa. Gauteng MEC Maile expected to head over to the community of Tembisa.